Hello everyone, my name is Cameron. Welcome back to the channel. I think I was wearing this shirt in the last video. Whatever. Hi. So Jesse and I just finished watching Elimination Chamber like, I don't know, 15 or so minutes ago, maybe a little bit more. And the review for that will be coming later today, I promise. Right now, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the studio area update. Now, if you guys don't know, this little corner of my basement is actually the second spot in my basement where I've recorded videos. The first one was over that way, right over there. That was the original spot where I was recording videos down in my basement until I decided that one, I needed a spot with better lighting, which is this corner. This corner has a perfect area for lighting. You guys can actually see me. It's not super dark, and yeah, it works out kind of perfectly. And I've been working on it for a while, and I have a lot of stuff to update you guys on eventually once I figure some more things out. I'm currently working on getting some things figured out for how I want to do this. Now, this video is going to be to tell you guys what's going to be happening with it over the next few weeks, to kind of give you guys a small update on what's going on, what the plan for it is, and how I'm going to try to finish it within the next few months. So first things first, if you guys don't know, this corner is my loot corner. I have all of my Loot Crate stuff, well, most of it, some of it's over on a different shelf over there. This is pretty much everything I've gotten from Loot Crate, pop figure wise and other statue wise, including the Matrix poster that we have, or the Matrix puzzle we have right there, which is, if you guys don't know how I put that up, that has duct tape on the back of it, so it stays done. It can never be undone as of right now, which I'm probably never going to undo it because it's a pain in the ass puzzle to complete. The first time I completed it was a pain in the ass, and the second time I completed it was a pain in the ass. So that puzzle will probably never be undone. It will just be left like that probably forever. And then it has duct tape, which is folded over itself on the back to go up against the wall and stick against the wall. It probably won't hold forever like that. And at some point, I want to have it in a frame so it's a little bit safer. I just haven't been able to find a frame big enough to hold the puzzle yet. And then all the like pop figures and other random figurines and stuff are all over here, except for a select few, which I had to put over on a different shelf because I have no room left on this one. And right now with no Loot Crate, it means I'm not getting more that I don't have shelf space for, which is very good for me. Eventually, I'm going to reorganize all of the figures and make it a little bit more cool looking and try to make it nicer. The only ones I would probably never change, actually, somebody fucked with my Spider-Man figure. The only reason I know that is because his web is supposed to be hitting Cody in the face. I don't know how the fuck that got turned, because I didn't turn that. I know for a fact I didn't touch that figure. But yeah, they all have kind of a little design to them because I thought it'd be really cool. We have, like, mostly Marvel stuff up here. So, to explain how I did this shelf, because it's really cool, we have Link kind of just sitting there behind a wall that's getting kicked down by Jessica Jones. Actually, it'd be better if I pull you guys in. So, this shelf was the first one I designed, kind of. I organized. So, we have Link just kind of standing there slyly as Jessica Jones kicks down the wall behind him. I really wish I had a flashlight for this right about now. Actually, I do. Ha! This is why I want lighting on this, so I can see it a little bit better. We have Wolverine standing very tall and very tough, about to be fought by the Hulk, with the Incredible Hulk statue comic breaking thing behind him. We have the Captain Marvel one right next to it, with the Young Bucks and the American Nightmare Cody standing right in front of and next to the Captain America shield, with Spider-Man hitting web onto Cody's face. We have the Loki Thor fight in front of that, with Rocket and Groot standing over there, and then Deadpool and Doctor Strange is kind of off to the side because I couldn't figure out how to put them, with the Avengers Captain America thing behind it. The bottom shelf down here is not really that organized. It's kind of just a shelf to be there right now. I have other plans of stuff I want to do with this. I just haven't had the time to do it. It's got my Joker figurines, my Harley figurine, my Godzilla plush, the three like backdrop show / movie set things, the Dragon Castle D&D thing. The next shelf up has my Fallout figures and mostly all the gaming / like TV figures, and then the top one has just more random figures. Another one that's also kind of designed is this one. So we have Archer flipping off the Deadpool cable fight because he's like, I need a minute for this. We have the two aliens right next to each other plus Kip or Kif right in front of, is it Kif? Yeah, Kif right in front of the Planet Express ship. And then we have, you know, Rick Sanchez just flipping off Morty as he shoots that thing. And then we have Doc on the back on the hoverboard. And then the little sister. So let me explain why the rest of those have not been organized while I fix my camera. So it's actually, you know, facing me properly. The reason I haven't organized the rest is because I know I'm going to redo them eventually. One, I want to get more figures. So at some point that's going to happen. I do have more figures, like I said, sitting over there. I have, let's see, the Bill and Ted picture frame, the Riverdale figures I bought from Hot Topic, the Han Solo bobblehead pop figure, some of the other random figures that we've gotten from Loot Crate, and some of the other random stuff that we've gotten from Loot Crate that I don't really have a place for as of right now. Mostly because, like I said, this thing is fucking packed full, and I want to organize stuff and have it be more visible. Which is why I'm probably going to get at least 2 more bookshelves. And then those will be filled with figures that I buy from other places. I might get another service like Loot Crate. I don't entirely know just yet. But that's kind of my initial plan right now. And I want to have this kind of whole area be like my space and be like designed how I want it to be. So, continuing on. There has been some changes to the area that you guys have already seen before. First and foremost, the mini fridge now has a bunch of shit on it. The mini fridge has all the magnets, the Tetris magnets, and the Cute But Deadly magnets we got. It's got an old thing that my dad gave me back around, or I got the first time I went down to Florida, like 2 or so years after the Packers won the Super Bowl. I got this from a friend of my dad's. And then the boxes for 7 pop figures. What the hell's in the back of that? Oh, right, the button pack thing. I forgot about the button pack that I got. It's also, I just put it in the back of that thing so I could have it held somewhere. These 7 are ones I got from Loot Crate, or from Hot Topic, not Loot Crate. I bought the Joker one in like 2016, 2017-ish, somewhere around there. I bought the American Nightmare and the Young Bucks, or Cody, the Young Bucks, and the Deadpool vs. Cable figure sometime around Black Friday 2018. And then I bought the Archie Andrews, Veronica Lodge, and Jughead Jones one around the exact same time. I might actually move my Jughead one next to those ones. That makes more sense if it's done like that. That makes a lot more sense. Those 3 figures are over on the shelf over there because I don't have room for them, like I said. That will change eventually where the boxes are. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the pop figure boxes yet. I might take every single one out of packaging, or all the packaging that I have from past Loot Crate unboxings, and design them all and put them all on like a shelf, just one whole shelf for itself. I don't really want to put the boxes behind the figures because I want the figures to be right up against the backdrop of the what's the word I'm looking for, of the bookcases, so that way they're actually, you know, right up against the shelves, and I think they look a lot better. So now, since we're done in this area, we're gonna go over to that area. By the way, I have a plan to put a giant fucking bulletin board behind me, which will then hold all of the pins that we've gotten from Loot Crate, all the buttons and pins we've gotten from anything else, as well as posters and such like that. And I don't know, maybe a schedule for the channel at some point. I haven't fully decided what I want to put up there just yet. All right, over to this area. So this area's changed. It hasn't changed a lot, and I have ideas of what I want to do with this and what's going to change. The guitar is not going to stay there. I don't know if I want to have the guitar in the actual studio area or not. And if I do, I have no idea where I'm putting it. And I can confirm my crossbow will not be staying right there. It won't. That's a dumb spot for my crossbow. What will be staying here, my machete's going to be staying up above that shelf. I like where it's at. I don't know what I'm going to do with the top stuff up there yet, if that's going to stay right there. I'll probably keep the stuff that's hanging there. I do have plans to keep my paintball gun right there, and the knife right there, and then the horn right there, and the name tag there. My crossbow bolts will probably be also staying there. I might move my paintballs over there too. This, I think what I'm going to do, I'm trying to think how I want to do this, because I'm moving my desk. So I have a desk upstairs right now, which I've had for a bit of time. Oh, that's why that felt weird, because it wasn't fucking level. Which it still looks like it's not level, which is kind of a pain in the ass. There we go. I think it's centered. I have a desk upstairs, which I've kind of been not thinking about moving down here and kind of stuck on thinking about it. And the reason I didn't want to move it is because my tower doesn't fit. There's space for a tower on the desk. Mine just doesn't fit. It's too tall. I don't want to take the top shelf part of that off because I do want to put stuff on that shelf because it's a nice spot to put things when you need somewhere to put them while you're gaming. So I don't want to move the top shelf, which I think this might be a little bit too wide to fit there anyway, but I don't want to move the top shelf and then have that little bit of shelf space gone because it's not a very big desk, which is the other reason I was thinking of not bringing it down here. However, right now I'm having difficulty finding a desk that I actually want to buy to use for down here. And I figure since I have a desk already, I might as well use that one until I find one that I like more, which is becoming harder and harder as I look at more desks, and I'm finding none that I really enjoy. I do have a very big metal/wood desk in the other corner of my basement. However, it's kind of broken apart. It's been a piece of shit for a long time. I kind of destroyed it when I first moved here. Like, we took all of the stuff. Like, it held my TV for a bit, and we took like all the drawers out of it when we were moving it or something like that. I can't remember exactly what we did. I don't remember if we moved them out when I was moving, or if we moved them out when we got here, or what happened, but eventually all of the drawers for it kind of just went away, which is sucky because it would have been like the perfect spot for the tower to go. It would have fit like perfectly in that space. But personally, it was just such a massive desk. It was just never enjoyable to have it. It would have never been enjoyable for me to have it here just because it takes up so much space, and I don't know, it's just kind of not fun for me to look at sometimes. But I do want to move a desk down here so I have somewhere to put the stuff. I don't know for certain if that's what's going to stay in this spot. It might stay down here and just be used for my laptop when I need to do homework or whatever. Once that's down here though, the camera setup will be moving. I've talked many times that I want my camera setup to be facing the Loot Crate shelf stuff. So what I'm going to do is try to make a backdrop over in this area soon, so that way you don't see into the rest of my basement where it's kind of a mess right now, which is why I go against the wall in the first place, is so you guys won't see the rest of my messy basement. But obviously at this point, I'm going to now have to change where it's at. I don't know for certain if I'll keep using this camera stand, because I'm not sure if it can get low enough to fit on my desk. Also, at some point, I'm going to be changing out of this camera stand and using an actual camera at some point, hopefully instead of my phone. But I can't confirm that I'll keep this camera stand once I get to the point of having the desk down here. It might be used for the time being, just because it makes it easier, but it might not be used on the desk. It might be used like behind the desk or something like that until, you know, I actually get a better camera stand that can go up on there and just be mounted towards my face a little bit better. I do have a light, which means if the lighting from the light bulb up there isn't good enough, I do have a light to put on my desk, which can be put on that little tiny shelf and pointed at my face, and turned on with just by being plugged into either a wall socket if I decide to put a charging block or outlet block, whatever, onto it, or just by being plugged into a USB drive on or a USB slot on a computer or laptop, which I can easily do because my laptop will probably be down here for the most part. Continuing on. Then, in a few months' time, probably less than a month actually, I will have my taxes back. When I have my taxes back, I am buying another piece for the PC. We will unbox it. We will not put it in the PC just yet because obviously it's a part that's a little bit more finicky if you fuck with it too many times. So I don't want to mess with it and end up fucking something up and not being able to use it properly. I'm really hoping by the time I get through all this, which as far as I know, all the pieces I bought so far are compatible with each other. So I should be fine in that regards. Everything should work with each other perfectly fine. But I am currently waiting, you know, obviously I want to get this finished up soon. I'm hoping to have it finished by the end of the summer. That might not happen. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, I really am. I might buy a second PC part sometime within the next month, which will probably be my storage, which is 4 terabytes. I'm buying 4 terabytes of storage. I hope that's enough. As far as I know, it should be. So that'd be 2 more PC parts done. And then I need to get the computer, the actual monitor, which I do have another monitor. So before I get my one that's actually going to be going in for the PC, I will test to make sure everything works once the PC is fully built. I also need the keyboard. I need to get the thermal paste so I can actually, put it onto the microchip. I need to get the fan for the top of it so it can be cooled properly on top of the, what's the word I'm looking for? On top of the CPU. That's the word I'm looking for. I also need to get a Wi-Fi thing, a Wi-Fi plug-in thing for it, so I can actually have my internet connection down here. Because I don't have any cables even remotely close to me to use for that. The cable that would be the easiest would be the one that goes into my actual Wi-Fi router, which is all the way in the corner behind my camera. And it's not a very close area either, so I'd have to have a very long Ethernet cable, which would then have to be run somewhere around where water pipes are, and that just does not sound like a fun time to me, because then if those get water on them and it somehow travels far enough, it might end up fucking up this whole area, which is going to have carpet laid down, or rugs or something like that eventually. Probably carpet squares that can be replaced and moved if need be. I'm trying to think of what else needs to be said for this. But yeah. So hopefully very soon the PC will be done. I don't have my laptop right now, or else look exactly what I need to get still, because I have the entire list still there. I will be getting a different desk at some point and a gaming chair. Probably 2 gaming chairs at some point, to be honest, just so Jesse has a nice, very amazing, comfortable seat to sit in as well. I'm not that much of an asshole. And then stuff to kind of like hang curtains with up in here, so that way I have like an easy way to like just kind of have soundproofing, just cheap soundproofing. It's not gonna be great, but it's gonna be doable. I don't know. See, I have this wall behind me and I have this wall to the left. I have no idea how I'm going to soundproof them. I know those ones I'm gonna get the 2 that don't have walls immediately next to them. I'm going to be getting like the fuck's the word I'm looking for? Shit, I'm forgetting what I'm looking for. Like movable closet hanger areas, and then just spreading them out as far as I can, getting maybe getting like 2 really long ones or something, and then just putting big like blankets over them. I know it's cheap, but I'm also a cheap person. Like, I'm broke as fuck most of the time, so like it makes the most sense to do it that way. So that way, hopefully, it can be a little bit less echoey. I burn like fucking hair off. Sorry, my like hand feels really weird, so I'm wondering if I burned myself and didn't really like burn myself bad enough to like lose hair and just didn't notice earlier when I was at work. The joys of being very tired. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna fully soundproof. Like, I want this area to be as soundproof as possible. If it echoes off these 2 walls, it doesn't bother me as much because there's not a whole lot of echo between these 2. Hell, there's not a whole lot of echo down here if you're talking quiet enough. I just don't want it going all the way back to that wall or the wall way back there and echoing back. I want it to be kind of just sort of centralized in this area. Plus, if somebody comes downstairs, it can block a little bit of the sound from over that area where my washer and dryer are, since, I could be recording at a time when somebody comes down to do the laundry. I think that's about it for the update on this area right now. I haven't decided a whole lot much else just yet. Obviously, as I decide more, I will let you guys know, and I will update you guys on stuff as it goes. And my plan is still to live stream building the entire PC. It will probably be built down here. I haven't fully decided yet. I might build it on my kitchen table. Like I said, I don't fully know just yet how I want to build it, or where I want to build it. I don't know if I'll have somebody else record it, or if I'll just set the camera up and show you guys, or what I'm going to do. I might just set the camera up facing the PC and then build it with the camera basically in front of my face so I can see what I'm doing, and so I can make sure it's recording well enough for you guys, because that may be the easiest solution. I don't know if I need a CD drive for this or not just yet. I haven't fully realized if I do. It might need one. If it does, I will add one to the list, like a disk drive. I'm not entirely sure what all I need for it, like internally just yet, besides the stuff I already know for sure I need. Like, GDR4, storage space, fan, thermal paste, that sort of shit. Obviously, I will look and see and make sure I know what I need before I do anything. But we have the mouse, we'll have the keyboard soon once, I get closer to having the actual PC done. And then, yeah, we'll have everything at some point, hopefully within the next, what month is it? March? Hopefully within like the next 4, 5, 6 months, we'll have everything done. Hopefully sometime around my 22nd birthday. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Stay golden. Peace.